So what's happening here is I'm reaching over to the numpad and I'm reaching for minus to do this. And what's happening is I'm hitting the asterisk instead, which is start and end recording. So my recordings are ending. Whoops. So I'm not really carrying anything that's that heavy. So these vine wafer sheets, the dreadroot tubers are heavy. Oh, I'm still carrying these kudzu stems. I should sell those. They have some value, but not much. Okay, so the kudzu stems are a big deal. I knew that was a problem. The scrap needs to be dismantled. That reclaims that. Trinkets, I just want to dismantle that. It's not very heavy. Tools are fine, so everything else is okay, I guess, and we just need to get rid of the kudzu stems. Get rid of our books and get rid of the armor. Hand that over to take the armor, please. Let's start looting other people's stuff. Oh. What if I gave you this? What if I gave you this? Would that be an upgrade for you, ma'am? Melee weapons, please. Show me the melee weapons category, please. Why do you hate me so? There we go. Two-handed carbide folding hammer. Whoa, that's weird. It's like it both was, she has it and doesn't have it equipped. Just something else entered her inventory. As if she had equipped it and unequipped it. What's she wielding? She's got mumble mouth. She's got a fucking fungal infection that's whispering secrets to her. He's got mumble mouth too. How do I not have mumble mouth? I escaped it? My poor friends have mumble mouth. Oh, that's horrible. Wonder if I could saw off the affected limbs if I learned that skill. Can I see your gear for a second, please? Can I, here, this is what I'm gonna do. Swap, I think is the command. Swap. Over there. Now I'm her. Oh. Mumble mouth is on her hand. That fucking blows. Oh no, she's one-handed and she can't wear gloves because she's mumble-mouthed. Can I feed companions? None of my companions are nearby? What are you talking about? They're right. Oh, it's because I changed to be her. So she's fucked. Oh my god, she got fucked. I'd have to find some way I'd have to reinstall Clever Girl and feed her the cure. And hopefully it would work. Is that also the case for my other boy? What's going on with him? Where'd he get it? On his body, so he can't wear armor anymore. Dozens of tiny mouths tessellate the infected skin, their moist lips pursing in asynchronicity and panting out prattle. Every so often the cacophony harmonizes into sensible speech. Ye gods, well, we need more mirthworm corpses now. And we are going to need to reinstall Clever Girl. Because we can't feed people things directly without Clever Girl. And we need to feed people things. And so I guess we'll do that. We'll get around to reading the book on how to cure fungus in a second here. Yes. Carbide plate armor, holy shit. Not that great, but I'll take it. You can only loot in rooms that the bears aren't in at all. But I think we can wake up the bears to send them back. Oh, point defense drone just ran out. I guess that was a shitty cell, but yeah, so it'll run out just hanging out there. That's good to know. It's Darty. Tell me about Darty. The big Urshib is dusted with spice. Oh, we know Darty. Okay, he's the chef. Isepa. The soft Urshib's pale sea eyes achieve a sort of focal paradox. They appear to focus both impossibly close on the screws and fasteners she sorts ahead of her, and impossibly far on the horizon of attainable thought. Her eyelids rest low with the weariness of both tasks. Well, I'm going to wake her up. Hey, Isepa. Ah, it is our new short-fingered friend. Set a spell if you like setting, she yawns. Or spells. Or Isepa. If you like Isepa, this is a very good place to be. Do you know anything about Bethesda Souza? Bethesda Souza is an antipodal place upside down. A gallery of life and death from the stages between. Its depths prolong life and end it utterly, removing life from the flow of days, or return it. It will seek to make you late. Take care you come back on time. What are you working on, Isepa? I am considering the window of consciousness through which each of us views the universe. What happens to it when we die? Oh, it looks like you're sorting screws and fasteners. Yes, but you're also doing the other thing. Isepa yawns. You tired? I am always tired, friend. My sleep comes in fits and starts, and always with ghastly visions. Sometimes my rest must be coaxed along with medicine. You have prophetic visions in your sleep? No. My nightmares are a concoction of my disordered mind, nothing more. The fumes from this cauldron have nothing to do with the future, save how they affect it. Isepa sighs. I'd rather speak of something else, friend. What can you tell me about the other Barathromites? I would never think to steal from you the delight of forming opinions of my enclave on your own, she yawns. Besides, that sounds like rather a lot of talking. I wish to know more about you. I am Isepa, and she is me. I've given thought to being someone else, but never enough to try. I do like you, Isepa. Thank you, Q-Tep. I like you too. She just sells junk. Okay. Will she go back to her place now that she's awake? And can I steal things from this room? Yes. Give me your shitty fidget cell. Oh, another floating glow sphere. That's valuable stuff. Come out of that doorway, please. Not gonna come out of that doorway. She's just gonna stand in that fucking doorway. Wake up, please. Get out of here. She teleports in a weird way, huh? Gold nuggets. Gold nuggets? You kidding me? That's worth like 200 or something. That'll put us just under. What's so heavy? What's so heavy? We should give him a nylon body pack too. Oh, the carbide plate armor probably is. He can't wear it because his body is fungal. Oh, it's so sad. You can probably wear the nylon backpack though. Did she not wear hers? Did I not give it to her in this save? I assume she has higher strength than he does. It's worth more on her than on him, in my opinion. Let's give the carbide plate armor to her. Hopefully she'll wear it. I mean, I would think that she would wear it. Maybe not. Sneaky plant, stealing everything that isn't nailed down. Sneaky plant. Hello? Wait, come back here. It's Maffeo. We know Maffeo. Nothing there. Ooh. Blaze injector. Jacobo. Tell me about Jacobo. His face is small and shorn of all fur, and a gleaming silver rondure adorns his right ear. All his quills are trimmed to impeccable precision. Wake him up. Shake Jacobo awake. Light shine through you, friend. Do you have advice for entering Bethesda Souza? The Temple of the Rock is cut off from the wider world, and I hear the Mechanimist colonists no longer recognize High Priest Ecclestadt. That said, if you're favored by the Mechanimists, if you're welcome in their holy places, I have no doubt that Finea Hosea will grant you a peaceful entry. Is that music coming from your loudspeaker? It sounds like a bell echoing in the void backward through time. Yeah, so you like it? Sheba Hag and I composed it on the wave lathe. We made a series of songs about the birth and life of the Cassifessants. Together we call them Spun on the Cosmic Loom. Sheba Hag? Oh, Sheba Hagadius. She's the librarian at the Cathedral of the Six-Day Skilled, my water sister and cohort in crime. What's the Cassifessants? Beauty manifest, whose chromium shoals are awe itself. In my belief system, she's the being from whom all metal was birthed, out in the ever void. There are pieces of her in every chrome belfry and every machine, even bits of her in our own blood. For me, her essence extends beyond mere metal. Anything that's ordered, she infuses. A poem, a mathematical proof, a clean workspace. So definitely not Q-girls. Any advice for entering Bethesda Souza? He said that already. That chrome orb earring you're wearing, what's the meaning of it? Oh, it's the silver rondure. It's a mark of devotion to the Cassifessence. So you're a mechanimist? Of a sort, yes. I'm part of a branch who deify the Cassifessence only. We believe the Argent Fathers to be earthly beings, important to the faith's early history, but not divine. Have you made other songs? Many. This is my third collaboration with Sheba. Our first two collections were called Immaculate Chrome and Outside In. We have so many data disks. Don't I know it? I've had to invent 8 separate systems of organization to manage them all. At the moment, I'm trying out a new one, Harmonices Spiralis, spiral towers with heights increasing according to the harmonic series of numbers. It's fine. The problem is I'm always inscribing more disks, new contraptions, reverse-engineered artifacts. It's a good problem to have, I suppose. Take a look. See if any interest you. What can you tell me about Critgate? We're a vibrant community here, a circle of monks mapping the outer lattices and raising viaducts where we need to. We remain secluded to protect ourselves. Otho and Barathrum insist on it. They are wise, and I defer to them. My collaboration with Sheba Hag does cause them some worry, but they tolerate it. Bless their hearts. So we do have a vendor of... Oh, Two-Faced is really good. Data Disk Eater's Nectar Injector. That's also really good, but I don't know how you make it. It probably has really rare components. Fitted with suspensors also seems good to me. This item is weightless, only when powered. Maybe not. Item grants an additional face slot. That one rocks. How much money do we have right now? Give me everything you have, please. And you give me everything you have. Just hand it all over and we'll see what we got. Two-Faced Nectar Injector. Feathered. Painted. These grant? Yeah, resistance. We should probably hold on to those. Slime stained crimson. That's just in case we want that. Yeah, hold on to that. Don't need that. Point defense drone seems like it drains energy too fast to be all that worthwhile. Maybe not. Maybe we should hold on to it. It's rare. Flattened remains are still holding on to this. Bionic arm, hyperelastic tendons, those can certainly go. Melee weapons can all go. Ranged weapons only got a couple. Let's let the pony up a lot more. Could sell some glow spheres. We don't need more than one of these. We have one equipped too, so I could sell the third one as well. I could sell some trade goods. Oh, the bloodstained neck rings aren't very good trade goods. They're worse than copper. And this copper nugget is broken. Oh no, don't do that or it'll deselect everything if I repair it, I think. I could sell the Joppa recoiler. The droid scrambler's not that needful. I should just get rid of the droid scrambler. It's weight. I'll kill those weight droids on the way back down if they fight me. Maybe they won't, because I'm now a member of the Coven. I'm recognized. 150 more, huh? And then that would be all of my water. I would only have 50 water left to my person. I could sell the plaster for sneakers. That'd be fine. Oh. What? That increases the overall weight that I end up with when I add the plaster for sneakers to it? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, I see. My weight's going down because I'm losing a bunch of water, I guess. But how can I end up overburdened under these circumstances? I don't see how that's possible. How is that possible? What just happened? Oh, I guess I was already overburdened. I see. It was just right, I was way overburdened because I had everything on me. Yeah, let's just learn this. Who knows if it's useful? Oh, I don't even have Tinker. I don't have any Tinker, I don't think. Oops, I forgot that I don't have that. I should definitely buy some of these skills. So customs and folklore. Let's grab trash divining. 99. We'll grab tinkering. Let me see. Under tinkering, we will grab Tinker 1 next time, maybe. Two-Faced is cool. I'm carrying too much to move. How am I still carrying too much to move? I don't understand. What's so heavy? Didn't sell all the armor? Oh, the feathered chainmail. I kept the stuff that was interesting. As usual, keeping the interesting stuff fucking me over. Oh, and the Mirthworm corpses. I should get rid of those. The flattened remains. I need to take that back to Argive. That was the whole idea of having it. Was that I would take it back to Argive. Neek. Their face is tender, clean, and dotted with tiny furs. Their head hair is gelatinized and shaped into a sharp rectangle. Their eyes are light and wide. Weird clothes hang about their narrow frame, and their fingers fidget in patterned asynchronicity. Occasionally they beam a grin and freeze their motion before resuming as if nothing happened. Let's wake him up. Wake, please. Neek. Wake up, Neek. Greetings. It's sort of like Neek stares at you awkwardly. No, but I'm just kidding. I'm just jidding. What? Neek stares at you awkwardly. Do you know anything about Bethesda Souza? It's sort of like this. You go to the Beetle, you talk to it, and you say, look, where's every beaded bracelet in the jungle? Where's every beaded bracelet in the Watervine Marsh? Where's every beaded bracelet in the River Spy? Then it tells you, and you go get the bracelets. What do you do around here, Neek? It's like what I don't do is drink Hortensia's sludge soup samples. I drank them once, and she saw me, and she sort of smiled tactfully, but I could tell on the inside she was like, wow, so I don't do it. Neek winks at you, ha ha ha. She knows I still do it. Your hair is so rectangular. Neek chanting, rectangle hair, rectangle hair, rectangle hair. It's sort of like when prehistoric lizards would grow big sails to regulate their body temperature, and you'd say, I like it, but it looks so organically generated. What if you filed it into a sharp rectangle? What can you tell me about Gritgate? It's a big bare city with a lot of books and scratched brass and strange noises, but if you start chanting in sync with the noises, Otho will hush you. It's sort of like this, let me explain. Isepa is napping, so you peek into her room and rearrange her papers. Then you walk down the hall and say, ding ding, Somafeo shakes his head and dings back. Then you fulminate by Hortensia, you fulminate right on by. You hug her too. Then you scoot over and hug Spara. Then you scoot over to Jacobo and look over his shoulder and nod like this, and he nods thoughtfully. You go and run at Q-Girl and tap all the gadgets and tap her on the head. Then you sneak by Otho's office. Then you hug Shem 1, Shem -1. And you drag them to the library and read to them. Sometimes Barathrum and Hortensia are in there, and they smile at you. Then you get hungry and you roll toward the kitchen. You slurp honey from the vase, and Darty glares at you. You say, I'm just jidding. Then you climb the pipes and whisper to Oasis, live and drink. Live and drink, live and drink. Then you pat the Chromlings on their heads. You say to Urshigal, boom, 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 I love you. Then you sneak into storage and pat all the Chromlings on their heads. You take a nap in the peptic chair, and you get a bright idea and go back to your room to write it in your notebook. That's a lot of stuff, my friend. That's a lot of words. I think that the Barathrumites are meant to be... I need that. I need that to cure my fungus problems. I didn't even think about that, but I do. Box of crayons, that can be useful. Very rarely they're a very powerful artifact, but pretty rarely, I think. Should we grab a dram of primordial soup too, just in case we need it for something at some point? I don't think we will, but... Ooh. Sapphire Gyre White of Agilgot. Ooh, 300 rep with the Gyre Whites. Figure is marked by star orchid robes as a votary of the Gyre and reveler in the metamorphic Newman. Nails filth black flash from his sleeve in a gesture poem that say that plague is but transmutation, death is the ladder to life, and the existence of children proves the prelacy of raw growth. A rank and acrid smell clings to him. I think you can summon him with that. Excuse me. Let's pony up. Yeah, the squirt bottle, that's what it was. That's what we needed. I was like, what did we just buy? We do have another floating... Oh, we don't even have anything floating nearby right now. So it might as well be the floating glow sphere. Good that I didn't sell all of them. Oh, no, stop. There's no need for that. No need for that. Spar Fossil. Followers following. Yes, I do want to open it. I want to take everything inside it. Yes, I do want to steal everything inside it. Thank you. I'm not wearing gloves at all right now, am I? Plastifer gloves. Big improvement. Head. Still nothing. One of robo hands. My ape fur gloves. My left robo arm. I could wear the fidget cell. Well, the fidget cell's still full. So why did my drone stop working? It's trained. Oh, it's a different fidget cell, I guess. Yes, replace cell. I thought I'd only gotten one. Yeah, fidget cells are not. Apparently, yeah, but I'm electrical generating. I could install Jacked on that thing, and I could just fly it at all times. What am I talking about? Get rid of it. I should hold on to it forever. Who are you? Sparafocil. Extra long and slender fingers poke the micrometer lengths necessary to adjust a sight lens or set the oscillator on a vibrohilt. He turns his attention to us as we approach, to watch us and read our speech. We gently shake him awake. He nods. Greetings, Sparafocil. He raises one long-fingered hand in greeting. Do you know anything about Bethesda Souza? He instructs us to wait and spends a minute or so rifling through the papers and scraps scattered across his workbench. Last, he produces a graphite sketch of a cylinder, an expertly rendered specular revealing its surface to be shining like glass. The detail of the cylinder's contents are indistinct and dark, but somehow menacing. He points to the glass and makes a braking motion, then draws a thumb across his throat. I'll have to be careful of glass tubes? He nods. Thank you for your clarity and patience, Tinker friend. With a small smile of gratitude, he taps his chin with a flat hand and lowers it toward us like a drawbridge. If I might change the subject. He waits for us to continue and keeps focusing on our lips. Why are you staring at my mouth? He places a closed fist over his mouth and taps his ear, then muzzle with one long finger. You're unable to hear us speak. Smiling a bit, he nods. Is your condition a result of your work? He shakes his head. It's lifelong? He nods. If I might change the subject, you're a bearer of few words. Yeah, he doesn't talk. Can you explain aloud? I'm a dipshit. He averts his gaze and heaves a tired sigh. I apologize for my carelessness. Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? What a dipshit thing to say. Your carbine is as fine an instrument as I've ever wielded. He smiles. He raises a flat hand to his chin and lowers it in our direction. You're welcome. With a nod, he waits for us to continue. Are you happy living in this cave, away from the sun and open sky? He gives us a warm smile and a firm nod. Pressing both pointers to their respective thumbs, he taps the finger circles together before his chest, rotates both hands in place until the smallest of his long fingers touch. He gestures toward the other Barathromites working at their stations. You're happy because you're with your family. He nods. You got some slugs. I don't think we got all those. Oh. Drum loaded. That doesn't matter that much. Reloading's not a huge deal. What is nulling, though? Astrally burdens its target. Does that mean it can't escape into, I don't know what that means. Whoops. I'm not sure what astrally burdening means. Maybe that it can't phase? Okay, it's good to know we've got some people who sell fucking schematics, though, since nobody at the Stilt seems inclined to. Let me just take all your stuff here. Ape for hat, thank you. Yes. Weird artifact. Ooh, a laser rifle. Another floating glow sphere. Everybody has them, and we're taking them all. Who are you? Isepa, we know her. Please wake up, Isepa. Sorry to wake you up multiple times, but I needed to steal from stuff that you were near multiple times. Oh, okay, we already got this. Alright, is that all of them then? Have we hit every room? There's so many of these guys. Becoming Nook, did we steal from here yet? No. Oh yes, we did, I think. Aloysius? I haven't met him yet. One sec, let's find Maffeo and get those bullets. This points of interest menu is so good. Lead slugs, please. And I'll get the wooden arrows too. Pickling. This is the mother, 4th edition. 49 drams of fresh water for bullets? I guess it was a lot of bullets. I think this is all of our money right now, so we're a little tapped at this point. We're gonna need to get a little bit. We're gonna need to restock on stuff. We're gonna need to do some looting here soon. Unfortunately, I've got to go for the evening very shortly. Can we meet the rest of the bears maybe before we go? Aloysius. Of course, it was only a matter of time before you came to speak to me. I don't suppose I can convince you to let me tend to my duties in peace. I know nothing of interest to a wayfarer. Each of my days is like the others. I maintain and protect my children, and this is enough. If I desire conversation, there is Eresh Kigal. Do you know anything about Bethesda Souza? Bethesda Souza is a vibrant and thriving ecosystem in which we have no place. That said, I certainly would not complain if someone were to clear out its mechanimist infestation. Should you travel there, watch your step. The fronds of a lurking Beth can rapidly exsanguinate fleshy creatures such as we. You have children? My chromelings, my machines, my crops. I tend to them, and they tend to me. You don't care for conversation? Speaking to other organics is as strenuous to me as any physical exercise. My reclusiveness is not born of antipathy. I simply cannot converse as easily as you do, and don't wish to learn how. Who is Eresh Kigal? She's the mainframe computer of the Grid Gate. She keeps watch throughout the thin world, as she would put it, while we maintain her presence in the thick world. I feel as though she and I understand one another. You don't have anything fun for sale. Aloysius. Darty? Do we meet Darty? Yeah, he's the chef, right? Yes. Hortensa? This one's new, right? Streaks of gray head hair and crunched skin around her eyes point to Hortensa's right sitting point on life's timeline, but her frame remains straight, her hands remain dexterous, and her muscles are full of figure and responsive. Her bearing is sharp and unsoftened with age. Her lips are pursed in the tension of rational thought, but she is comfortable. Her movements are unrushed. There are hints of joy and warmth in her face. They shine through the dense layers of tissue grown out of careful routine. Chat. Drink deeply of life, child. Are you finding your way? You know anything about Bethesda Souza? There are pools of convalescence there. You see, when cryogenic mist condenses, it forms a cool, luminous liquid that's restorative if you're able to bathe in it. Oh, and in one of the ruined wards, the alchemists keep their shop. Who's the alchemist, you ask? A sort of enigmatic figure. Amateur liquid tinker, poet, merchant. Their methods aren't scientific, but they are useful if you're seeking a specific kind of liquid. Just be careful around them, Q-Tip. Her hair is so gray. How long have you lived in Gritgate? She chuckles. Years. Decades on decades. Centuries, perhaps. Most of these wet-eared cubs were merely sketches in their mother's dream books when I arrived to study under Barathrum. We knew so little then. Know so little now. Could you tell me about the other? Are you a liquid tinker? She chuckles. You are sharp, Q-Tip. In a way, that's what I am. But liquids are more willful than scrap. I can't solder them together. They would run away, hide in the shale cracks, slowly come apart and disappear. I more so think of myself as a wise woman in dialogue with them. I manage their moods and phases. My notebooks are full of their quirks and caprices. It's a wonder, isn't it, how at just the right temperature and pressure the continuity of matter is smashed apart. How the gaseous butterfly flits out of the dense worm. Could you tell me about the other Barathrumites? I won't denigrate them, Q-Tip, or presume to speak for what's in their hearts, but I can direct you around the contours and the impressions they've left on me. Who would you like to hear about? Barathrum. Larger than life, paternal, concerned. The lenses of his eyes are focused on the far points of the world. Otho. Brassy. If you bent him, he might snap. The way I treat liquids on my burner. Otho treats the units of the Enclave. Jacobo. Sharp as a tack and living a life of deep meaning. Inventive and orderly. I can't say I understand his music, but I do love how expressive he is with it. Sparafusil. Oh, I have such a precious vantage point on my sweet neighbor. When he achieves a moment of perfection in his craft, a flawlessly spiraled barrel, a mound of powder measured to the grain, he beams like the high salt sun. What a lovely smile. You haven't met Q-Girl yet? She explodes like gas and dust in a quiet corner of the galaxy, radiant, revolutionary. She's a good listener and companion for supper, which you mightn't expect. Maffeo. After supper, I like to retreat to the library, take a storybook off the shelves, flop down on the chair bear, and lose myself in another world. Many of these worlds feature palaces, markets, gardens, ships. Many of these places have bells. When they do, I always think of Maffeo. More than anyone else, Maffeo could be a character in the bright world of a story, where this dusty place is itself confined to a mere storybook. Isepa, our sleepy sage, so sweet. She calms me. I sit in her room and we muse on the nature of things. Neek. I've instructed Neek since they were a little cub. What a strange one. Bouncy, full of smiles, but brilliant in their own way. My favorite book in all the world is Neek's Spider Webs on Hover Sleds. Who would ever have thought? Darty. Fiery, blustery, like the stew she cooks. He cooks. If you're going to chat with him, make sure you have your schedule cleared and you're of honeyed wine. I don't think we've met Shem-1. We did meet Aloysius. I've shared my honey with that prickly troglodyte for more years than I can count. I can't help but like him, and while he won't admit it, he feels the same about me. The computer, Ereshkigal. She's a sphinx, so enigmatic, that one. It's not entirely clear if she was there, waiting when Q-Girl succeeded at retreading the mainframe's guts, or if she sparked into being that very moment. Or was it some synthesis of the two? And Shem-1's a little robot. Precious Shem. You have such a wider view of the world than we do. What a momentous obligation we've created for ourselves, and how I wouldn't undo it. What's trade? Desalination tablets. Another spray bottle. Slinth Folk Moon King You. Just selling some slime. I think we already have some slime, right? Brown sludge, I do not know what that is. Doom, 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 doom. What is Rodanus Y? Activate? Oh, I'm not allowed to activate Rodanus Y. Stop it. I'm so excited. Shem-1. Would you like to read me a story? You're a chromeling that speaks. Can you understand me? Is this a question trick? I suppose I cannot know what you intend. Can I understand you? I just meant to ask if you're able to communicate. It seems so. What kind words? It seems so with you, too. Why are you called Shem-1? Would you like to hear? When I was first put together by father and friends, I was Shem-2, the second iteration of the Make Me project. As I came along, scampered through the halls, listened to the stories Neek read me, climbed into Sparafusil's workbench to have my screws replaced, I realized I was not what I could be, and so I downgraded myself to Shem-1. That has happened 3 times. Are you worried that you're getting further away from your ideal self? It is unclear to me that I should be. It's unclear to me that I should be. I am your friend, Shem. I am your friend, Q-Tep. Are you worried that you're getting further away from your ideal self? It's unclear to me that I should be. What does that mean? That I should be? Oh, this is all cybernetic stuff. We don't need any of this. Not for us. That is for Truekin. And now to Q-Girl. I never looked at Otho either. We should look at Otho. Otho? He stands with tremendous import and stillness, as if upon some hidden but vital vertex of the Enclave. In Barathroom's name, he's conferred onto himself the tonsure of stewardship and shorn his hair from his scalp. His snout narrows in proportion to the tight corridors around him. His robe is impeccably clean. Waydroids beep and word him obediently as they scuffle past. Q-Girl. Where you at, Q-Girl? Where I at? There I am. How's your reps? Disliked by robots. Oh, that's not good. We don't want to anger the robots. Nobody's here is useful to us. Quetzal, Quetzal, Quetzal. Welcome to the workshop, friend. What does Quetzal mean? It's a word I say out of excitement, sort of a semantic extension of the feeling I get when I see a Quetzal. A Quetzal's a pretty bird in the Trogan family. I tend to incorporate things I like into my idiolect. Your hair is a quasar of red ochre and indigo. Quetzal, thank you, what a poetic metaphor. You're a regular Shakespeare, aren't you? There must be 100 gadgets here. What are you working on? Oh, Quetzal, a wave shortener for the shortwave detector, a frustrum pulley for the ion lathe, a thrice retrothreaded M-band, and a dissertation on the illegitimacy of power, Quetzal. I've read that one. Otho informs me you have a method for decoding the signal. Can you encode your instructions for the beetle onto this disc? I do, brave friend. I'll imprint them now. Thank you, cute girl. Ooh. What do you sell? Just a credits wedge, okay. All right, well, no time to read our books this evening, then. Not bad. The way droids are mad. They're worth 250 experience each. So I guess I'm just gonna kill the shit out of them. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I'm a little late, in fact. So, let us simply, I was just gonna get back up to the surface first, you know. You know how it is. Now it is. Want to end your day under the clear blue sky. What? None of this seems likely to me that I would be killed by way droids. I don't think that's gonna happen. Doesn't seem like the kind of person who would be killed by a way droid, you know? Me. I'm just not that kind of guy. Are there more? Well, I didn't want it to. I wasn't asking for it to drop below 50%. I wasn't angling for that. So it's rude to point it out. When it hits, it's brutal. Take it hip to hip, rocking through the wilderness. Oh, bang, 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 Kimcell. Bang, bang, bang. Any way droids on the surface? Can't remember. Well, I hope they didn't need to be protected by those way droids, because they are all dead now. I killed all of their way droids. They're all toast. Toasty. Bask can't be used at this time. Bask can't be used at this time. Unreasonable. Gee. Why is it not? Wait, it was. Okay, I gotta go. Here we are at the proper end of our first session of QTEP's life. I think that we've accomplished quite a lot here. We've made some good progress. We'll see you soon.